You couldn't odds it. Halfway through the last bit of the video, I get an incoming call from home. Happy days. But it managed to cut the video off, so I'm going to have to do it in 2 parts, which I hope is okay. So I'm just coming up this tiny little street that runs. I'm at the top of the town now, and it's running through the centre. And at the end of this, I suppose, a wonderful Arboleas landmark, the Hotel Azerbachi, Terrace restaurant and hotel run by Ankel and Josefina, a real institution in the town. We were there last Thursday for some Christmas drinks and a wonderful charity raffle. If I turn right just in front of the Azerbachi, where incidentally the food is absolutely amazing, and every Sunday out on the terrace, look at it, they do live entertainment, often a barbecue. If I turn right just in front of that, I don't, and my circuit carries on to the left, but if I turn right, literally a minute up the road, you've got the fantastic Trinidad, an English-run bar restaurant run by Bev and Trev. Fantastic couple, fish and chips legendary, do a wicked roast dinner. So literally a minute apart, you've got your choice, English fare or Spanish fare. I'm not sure if you can see here, but the Christmas lights are up all over town. Obviously they're illuminated every evening, looks fantastic. Going down below us there is the main street that runs through the centre and leads to the town hall square. We'll come back that way in a second. I'm just going to carry on up the rise here. Now I've decided to come up this way, not just because it's part of my normal walking circuit, as I say, now at the top of the town, but because it's a very important road. Just off here we've got our communal swimming pool, obviously open in the summer months, corona permitting. A lovely bar restaurant, and just the big building just behind it there is our newly open medical centre. Fantastic facility where you've got an English speaking GP and a Spanish speaking GP, but great facilities there. And just on the right hand side, again a newly opened, this is what you would probably call a civic centre or a village hall in the UK, used for kind of civic ceremonies and the odd festival and fiesta and even an occasional wedding. And if you follow this road down to the bottom, turn left, you're literally in the centre of town again in a few minutes. So I've just walked 2 minutes over a little bit of scrub green land. Great area for the dogs to have a run and everything, which is literally on the town boundary. And I'm going up this small central street, again still at the top of town, which kind of just gives an indication of, you know, a typical Spanish town street. And there's something, probably not for you guys, but for me, a bit geeky, but found this very interesting. It's you know, over the last few years, we've seen some absolutely magnificent, very large townhouses spring up in the town, all for Spanish owners, and this is the latest one. And I've kind of watched this come up from literally ground level, floor level, to where it is now, to give you some idea of the scale. 1, 2, 3, so a massive 4-level house overlooking these spectacular views. I can't wait to see the finished product. I mean, what, 5 months ago this was a little bit of earth, and now this is rising up from that. Going to be fantastic. So just continuing on from where the palace is raising up out of the ground, we come into this wonderful little square, another hub of the town, our fantastic Farmacia, run by Cecilia and a fantastic team in there, many of whom are English speakers. Just in front of me there on the left, you've got Kira's hair and beauty parlour, and another little beauty parlour's just opened on the corner, so no problem here getting nails, hair, lots of beauty treatments. I'm coming now into the main street that runs down by the town hall. It's a very, very pretty street and a well-known thoroughfare, driving and walking, but I think over the isolation period they've taken huge opportunities to kind of put in new roads, new paving. Not that it wasn't pretty to begin with, but it's going to be even prettier now. So there's a lot of roadworks going along the street here, but a very recognisable site in Arboleas. This lovely palm line walkway and the public car park here, which is free of charge. And this is where we have our annual fiesta tents and bars. And the town hall square is used for numerous events, dog shows, dancing, bands throughout the year. Normally, if Corona wasn't around again, we'd have a fantastic Christmas market here now that I could show you in a huge marquee. Going to bring this fella in because this is Mr. Arboleas, who's essentially the founder of our wonderful town back in Moorish times. And just panning out now, you'll get another kind of iconic view, I suppose, of the town, the town hall itself. This beautiful marble square in front. You just clock it there. Over on the left hand side is a fantastic little cafe, bakery, bar, La Comina. Wonderful fresh cakes, and coffee in there is absolutely fantastic. Very popular refreshment stop. So I've come through one of the myriad of tiny little streets that crisscross, I suppose, around the centre of town. Not really for vehicular traffic in most cases, but you'd be amazed the Spanish will often drive a Mercedes along these. You can get some idea of the scale of some of the houses. I mean, these are all hidden from view. If you kind of drive around the town or on the main roads, you don't get to see this side of the town. Very quaint, old-fashioned streets, but filled up with these ginormous, lived-in, you know, townhouses. I love all these kind of little pot plants. This is, as I said earlier, you don't have the space in the centre of town to have these big gardens, so to get a little bit of greenery, you've got to put in the pots. I love this particular little wall. And as I come down to the bottom of here, you'll get a kind of idea where we are again. Hear the Spanish talking because they're all sitting outside of Pablo's. And there we are, back in the main square by the church all over again. So I suppose only fitting to finish back at our